This is the place. This could work. It's larger than most rooms I've seen in strongholds. It better. I wouldn't be expecting an ambush in an abandoned stronghold if I were him, which I am. But I never go anywhere without being prepared. What powers have you seen Herobrine use? Not many. He told me that he always knows my location when he has the command block, and he teleported into a mine to imprison one of the citizens of Notch's kingdom. Then there's a good chance that he does know that we're here, that I'm here. Alone, we may not stand a chance, but we're stronger together. Right. I'll build the cage. You stay somewhere out of sight. I'll go to Herobrine's mansion and bring him here. It's me that he wants. When I come back, expect him to have turned on me. I wouldn't expect any more from Herobrine. So, you're going to the Farlands? Yes, it was Notch's final order before we separated. What are they like? No one knows. Before Herobrine, the Obsidian War was told to be a myth. Before the war, the myth of the Farlands. According to the myth, the Farlands never end. They go farther and farther, uncovering secrets that no person has ever discovered. That was until one person said that they had found the Farlands, and they've been exploring in it ever since. How dare those people call the Obsidian War a myth? We saved countless lives. I know, citizens are valuable, but they can be ungrateful at times, taking for granted the protection that Notch and his army gave them. Steve? Yes? Thank you for believing in me. Herobrine, I've come to make a deal with you. Steve. I thought that I warned you during our last encounter that if we met again, I would have to rid of you. This is different. Neither of us know where the relic is. I'm willing to help you find it. And what makes you think that I will fall for that again? You betrayed me. Just like how the Guardians betrayed you. I'm offering a truce until we find the relic. This war has had far too much betrayal. Then who will take the relic? Whoever can. You are not fighting me as I previously had expected. Fine. One last truce before you meet your demise. Does the command block give any information on where the relic could be? No, it can only track humans. How many? Anyone, anywhere. Do you know where the Guardians are? They are not as far from Notch's kingdom as you are. Hundreds of thousands of blocks east of the Forest of the Brave. Except for one. I recall his name. Alikos. I was to fight alongside him after the Obsidian War, when myself and all of the other clones had left. Why did you leave? When you are one clone in a sea of hundreds of a great warrior, you would feel that your purpose is minimal. I had all of your genetics, strength, intelligence, but my sole purpose was to fight alongside our clones. No one cares about the copies. They serve to extend the fame of their original. You are Steve just as much as I am. You were a general. I was a pawn. So I left, and nobody cared. By the time that someone came to find me, I had discovered my true purpose. The command block did not make me a copy of you. It made me stronger, smarter, and capable of achieving things that would naturally be impossible. The pillagers took notice. The villagers were frightened. I gave my first command to my new army, and they treated me as someone special, someone to look up to, and now I have sworn to destroy the very ones that made me feel like no one. None of us meant to make you feel alone. However, vengeance won't fix it. This war isn't just about us, it's about the citizens, keeping them safe. Notch is a strong leader and had to make hard decisions for all of us. But having an unnatural block control who you are, where your motives lie, it can only harm you. Lives have been lost to the pride of many. The miner that we found in the mine shaft. What has he, or any of these faithful citizens, done to deserve this? Anyone who takes orders from Notch is an enemy of mine. So many of our clones have been zombified. Are they your enemies? No. They will join my army once I find them and cure them. Alikos is nearby. Perhaps he has the ancient relic. How do we get to him? We will need to go down into a cave. He is this way. Oh, Steve, you really thought that I wouldn't know about your plan. The command block gives me the power to hear your conversations from afar. I know your plan, that you intend to trap me, to take the command block from me. Alikos is but a tool to accomplish that plan. It doesn't have to be like this. You can help us restore Notch's kingdom, and the overworld will be at peace. And give up this power. Nah. You must be delusional. Get away from my general. Teamwork. Not what I expected. The block, I say it. I copy. You fools think that this will be easy. Dropping you two into the void will be easier. You know, come to think of it, I think that I will strand you here. We've been tricked. I can reach him. Reach him? He left the end. Emotionally, he felt worthless alongside my other clones. The pillagers made him feel valuable. He wants to use the command block to take down any remains of Notch's kingdom, but to cure all of the other clones that were zombified. He's too far gone. If Notch's kingdom was still standing, I might agree, but it isn't. And now we're stranded here, with no way out. It is. In every person that escaped Herobrine's destruction the day that you took the relic. Even in you. Wait. Myself and the rest of the Guardians. We went to this very island. The pillagers took the ancient relic from us when we were sleeping. We ambushed them and took the relic back. Then we brought it here to the end. Zacharias kept several journals of our travels. We made Elytras and flew to a faraway island. Above an end city, we found an island. It was so unusual we thought it would be the perfect place to leave the ancient relic. Sometimes, you have to hide power in order to keep the peace. I understand. Do you think that we could use it to escape? I'm not sure. To understand such things can take several years. We need to try. The Elytras are this way. The end city is this way. Keep looking forward. I see the island above the city. Let's fly up. Wait. Herobrine can hear distant conversations. Two little fools just told me the location of the ancient relic. I suppose that means that our truce is over, Steve. No, I'm afraid that neither of you are of any use to me anymore, now that I have ultimate power. You'll have to get through us first. One last noble stand. I would almost be moved if I thought that you would win. And now, you will meet your demise. No, this is too far, even for you. The prized general of Notch's kingdom will finally know what it is like to be helpless, and no one is able to help you. Stave! Back, traitor! Ah! 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 Stave! No! Stave! You're alive! But how? Firez, courtesy of Archelaus. She never let us go without it. I connected with the command block, and it wasn't hard to see how to. Herobrine's loneliness, his desire for power made his connection to the block very strong. But my connection to Notch, Alikos, and everyone else in Notch's kingdom was stronger. Power. You can join me in having unnatural power. You have the desire in you, Steve. You want powers like mine. I can share it with you. Alikos, we can leave him here, betray him like he betrayed you. Isn't it about time that you stop running? No, it needs to be destroyed. You have been running from yourself. You know that you can fix it all if you harness the powers of the command block. Where am I? Within the command block, connecting with it. Now you see what happens when you underestimate me. No, I was underestimating myself. I'll tell you a few things. Alikos is not getting stranded here. You are not taking the ancient relic. The command block is getting destroyed. And you ever think about using your powers for good? It looks like he gave in after all. Your name will now be White Eyes. Steve? Stave! No! What has he done to you? Open my eyes. You realize that the command block shows me every one of your weaknesses. Weaknesses? Oh! No! Steve! Give me the command block! I will fix it, and we will rule together! What about our zombified clones? I'll leave that to the relic. No power this dangerous should be available to anyone. So long, Steve. Steve, you're okay. Again. I am, Alikos. I am. And Herobrine, he lost his powers. We should get going. Steve, give me the command block. Steve, Alikos, let me out of here. Steve! Don't the other Guardians need you? They do, but you'll be alone again. There's no one that has confirmed that the Farlands are real, and you might just keep on going. Forever. Away from Notch. Away from the pillagers. Away from us. Notch's final order to me was to go to the Farlands. When he's ready, he'll find me there. And why don't the other Guardians come with us? The other Steves are taking care of the escaped citizens, so why not? Notch's orders are Notch's orders, are they not? Thank you. That would be nice. Steve, look! A wolf. Perhaps he can keep you company while I retrieve the other Guardians. That's a good idea. I do have bones to give him. Would you look at that? He likes you already. I'm glad. I'll name him Droopy. Alikos went back to the other Guardians after I met you. Then we traveled for many more hundreds of thousands of blocks. Across islands, seas, old battlegrounds. And at last, we had made it. The Farlands were in sight. They are real. And now, I have been making a city on top of them. Moog City. inspired by the cities of the end and created with the blocks that form the ancient cities. Now all who come can have a new start, guarded by the odd but formidable terrain. Quite the story, huh, pal? It's beautiful, and no war has touched it. Let us hope that it stays that way. Alikos, this city that you have built is quite impressive. I am sure that Notch will be greatly pleased when he finds us. I have always wanted to mine and craft, build without a worry of a threat to tear it down. I will keep my skills sharp, but as you said, being a keeper of the peace does not always have to be in war.
You still open for lessons?
Of course I am. I'm glad that you're okay.
Steve! Oh, how we've missed you!
Irene. I like traveling better without a general.
Oh, Gavril, we aren't traveling anymore. Not until Notch finds us, that is.
Zacharias is right. We've won the war. The pillagers are still a threat, but without Herobrine, they will not dare to launch an attack on kingdoms like ours.
What about the ancient relic?
I think that it should stay where it is. What should we do until Notch gets back? Let's explore, because here, the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever we want to go. Climb the tallest mountains, venture down to the darkest caves, build anything that we want, day or night, rain or shine, because we will never find a place more fascinating than this. Protect ourselves with the strongest armor that we can craft, and fight off the dangers of the night. No one can tell us what we can or cannot do. With no rules to follow, this adventure, it's up to us.
Steve!